wow. Is it really me? Am I back? Bigfoot, the truth told, is he back? Man, just testing out some things, guys. Bear with me 1 second, bear with me. Gonna let people start coming in here, so bear with me. Looks like stream's going good. Stream's going strong. We are here. That's all I have to say. We are here, stronger than ever. Nicolette, Trumpy Bear. That is a cool name. Hi to you too. Isaac, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Always repping that San Antonio, Texas. I see, bringing it hard. That's what I like to see. How's everybody doing? What is everybody doing? I've been chilling. COVID-19 lockdown. Locking it down, bringing it down. I'm just playing. Let's see. What do we got to talk about? Bigfoot. Bigfoot getting COVID-19? Hey. First, I would like to apologize to everybody. I've been neglecting this. I've been neglecting a lot of things. A lot of things going on in my life this past 2 years. Wild roller coaster. That's what I would have to say. My life has been a wild roller coaster for 2 years. And I think I'm out of that funk now. Little funk. All right. Let's get rid of this music. I think we're good on this. Let's see if we. Oh, that was a fast stop. Never mind. Horrible fast stop. You guys did not deserve that. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Can you guys hear me all right? Everything good? I haven't done this in a while. Make sure everything is currently smooth and good. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, 407-906-9128. Call in. It's up. It's running. Hit that phone call. Say what's up. And we'll talk. We'll talk about whatever you guys want. Nicoletta, you said you too. Yeah. Been crazy. It's been a ride. But hey, enough of that. Just figured I'd hop on tonight. It's been a minute since I was on, and we'll see what we can do, see what we can get at. What I did want to show you guys though on this Facebook, this was sent to me around April 1st when I posted it. This bad boy right here. I mean, if I've ever seen something so magnificent, it would be this foot. It really would be this foot. This was sent somewhere in Florida. I don't know the exact location yet. Guy was pretty vague. But what I will tell you about this next picture, where'd it go? This guy right here. This is a size 14 foot. I know this man personally. He wears a size 14. He is a big boy. So I would say, this maybe 16, 17 size foot on this footprint. But what I did notice is, if these are in fact toes right here, it looks deformed or maybe a little misshapen. It was just odd to me, so I figured I'd share it. Not a lot of people brought anything up with that, so that was weird to me. That not a lot of people saw this and was like, "Hey, that's what is going on there?" This just looks super good to me. I think this is a super clean shot. But the way those toes are, that boggles me a little bit. So those toes are kind of tricky and kind of iffy. but maybe some sort of disformation or something like that. Let's get back into the comments. Let's see. Have you seen the Bigfoot remains this American dog trainer has in his possession? I've seen the American dog trainer, and I think he is hilarious, and I think he is utmost full of shit. He doesn't have anything real or of substance. It's not real. He is being a jokester, a funny guy. I don't know what else to call it. He's bullshitting. Just like his story of he got raped by a female Bigfoot, or he got the sperm of a Bigfoot because he had made him play with himself. That's just weird. That is 100% fake. That dog trainer guy, that dog catcher guy, funny as all hell, but he is fake. So that's what that is to me. Let's see here. I am going to post on Facebook and say that we are live. Come join us. Let's see who wants to come in here. But again, I think it's fake. But Peter Kane. Thank you, Nicolette. It's Peter Kane. He's telling stories about jacking things off and getting the sperm from the Bigfoot and doing these things. I was like, bro, come on. It's hilarious. Funny as forget about it. It's super funny, but is it real? No, not real. It's hilarious, but it's not real. We are live. I spelled live as love. Come join us. Let's see who comes in here. Boom. All right. Take a whiz for that now. So, Matt said, "Oh no, you've shattered my reality." Now, oh, Steven, hold on. Oh, then he's pretty good at faking a frozen head and feet. Which one has an electronic implant? I haven't seen or kept up to date with anything he's doing. That electronic implant, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is, but I just know he's 100% a bullshitter. It's funny. I think he's a comedian. I think he's doing this on purpose. I did hear his dog business, did jump because of this. So it was a good marketing tactic. Matt, oh no, you've shattered my reality. sorry, bud. Sorry to shatter your reality on something that's not real. But long time no see, Matt. But yeah, it's complete bullshit. Nicolette, I don't even know if I'm saying your name right. Nicoletta. He is comedy, but sneaks in stuff like the Black Hawk video and tons of gunshots. Like 2017, this happened. He's been around for a minute. He has. Let's see. Steven again. Then if electronic implants are fake, why do cameras suddenly lose power when Bigfoot is around? That I have no idea about. Do I think that Bigfoot are walking around with these implants in them or something like that? I don't think so. I think, these creatures, these animals are out here doing, I think it has a lot to do with their fur, electromagnetism, stuff like that. Because I would say when I very first started this channel 3 years ago, I was out in the woods and I did, in fact, lose my camera battery. I don't know what it was. I was full battery, and then it just died, completely shut off. So I have personally 1,000% encountered that. Now, do I believe that there are microchips or things that people are implanting in the Bigfoot? Or that's, come on. I think that's bullshit. I do believe Bigfoot is just a creature. I do believe that there could be more to this creature. It could be, people like to call it the woo or the scary or, the magical side. I don't count that out at all, just because I've seen some weird stuff. I'm on a ghost hunting team. I've encountered ghosts. I felt presence and stuff like that. So that stuff is weird to me, and I believe it. I believe that stuff. So could Bigfoot very well, get into that paranormal realm? Yeah, 100%. That could go for me and be like that. But can it? Somebody sticking things like that in there. I just don't believe it. I don't believe somebody is sticking wires or something to stop the cameras or stopping it. I think I think it's real. But what I do know is I've encountered that before. I've walked up to these creatures, gotten close to these creatures. Camera has instantly died, suddenly died. I got away from that area, full battery back up again. I mean, it was really that crazy and that far out to say that word, getting close, battery being from 100%, then dropping, getting away, and battery going right back to normal. That's weird. That's weird. Let's get back to the comments. Let's see. Yes, but the Hawks were 2 helicopters, 7 guys in each chopper. That's a mission. Somebody's going out to do something there. Their hair is tubular. Okay. Yeah, so as Nicoletta Sam Squatch says, as much as people hate this guy, a guy Mark from Florida, Mark Zasky, he had this theory that it's their hair. Their hair is almost like a cloaking device, a cloaking agent. It can change to the environment. Something similar to how like a chameleon can change colors. Stuff like that. He believes, I may be quoting it a little wrong, but he believes it has everything to do with their hair, and how it reflects the light. That's what his theory is. His theory is it's a light refraction that makes the things, you can't see them or them blend in so well. So Mark's theory, I believe if I'm saying this correct, is Mark's theory is that the hairs refract the light, and they bend. The light bends on their hairs and stuff like that. So funny thing is, I keep thinking there's somebody in my house. There's a lot of people in my house, but he posted these videos when him using a microscope that he got, a video microscope, which is really awesome, and these hairs. So he showed like human hair and animal hair, even bear hair, put them all together, and then he showed the hair that he believed to be Bigfoot hair, Sasquatch hair. And when he put the hair under the microscope and compared it to the human hair and the other animal hair, this hair was huge. I believe it was maybe hollow, and it was refracting. Excuse me, I can't talk right now. It was refracting the light. So when I saw that, I was like, "Whoa!" Hey, I think what he's saying and bringing up and testing is that could be the real deal. What's going on? Their hair is very refractive, and it bends to the light and it manipulates light like that. And I thought that was more realistic than what I was thinking. I was kind of on the, their hair or their skin or something is like chameleons. They can change like chameleons. They can change like some octopus can do that with their skins. That was my thinking that I was going towards, and I was like, that's plausible. Could happen, could not happen. But when he brought up that hair thing and how the hair refracts the light, and then he showed it under the microscope, I was just blown away, and how accurate that theory seems, and it was starting to sound and was starting to show. So I thought that was super cool, super dope. Yeah, that's what I think the hair is refracting. Thanks to Mark Zaksky when he posted that up. I haven't heard from him in months actually, so But again, if you guys want to call in, talk, this show was just a I'm back kind of show, just to check in with everybody, talk to everybody, and see what's going on. 407 906 9128. Call in. Let's talk. Talk about something, anything. Let's see. But 407 906 9128. Somebody call in. Let's talk. Let's do something. We don't have to. I'm just back. I want to test out the equipment. I want to make sure everything's working right and to do all those things. So you guys call in. While we do that, I want to go to some Bigfoot pages that I am in. Bigfoot groups, as I should say. How do I get to these groups that I'm in? Facebook groups. Groups I'm in. Let's see what's a big one. I saw something in the Missing 411 the other day that really blew my mind. Somebody posted tunnels, and how all these tunnels were interconnected under the United States, and these maps of tunnels, these underground tunnels, are how these monsters are traveling and going between themselves, and how. Oh, let's see. Somebody's calling in. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, brother? I'm calling in like you asked.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you been?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Who is this?
I'm glad you're back. My name's Christopher.
Oh, what's up, man? So Christopher, thanks for that. I mean, been gone super long.
A long ass time.
Yeah, super long.
Why'd you fall off the map? Was it personal or was it?
Fell off the map was super personal. Kind of explained it a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was the honest reason. Like, that's why I asked if it was something personal or something that you just didn't want to really express.
No, it was definitely something, personal. I started this thing and I was engaged and all of that, and then that engagement ended, and all the BS, the bullshit that comes with that happened, and the depression and all of that stuff. So I got stuck in that for a little bit, and then my mother died. My mother passed away all of a sudden. Then my grandfather passed away, and it was all that. It was just happened the last 2 years in succession. And it was hard. It's hard to pull out of that. It's hard to pull out of that
Wow.
being in that state of and some people say depression is not this or that. It was hard to pull out of that, and I really didn't have the urge to come on here and do this, if that makes sense. I didn't have the urge to deal with people. I know, as bad as that sounds, I just didn't have that I couldn't do it.
No, that doesn't sound bad at all, man. Because what's crazy is that the other two things. The death in your family. I've been very fortunate because the only person that's died in my family has been my grandmother, and she was very old, and that was over 16 years ago, and that's the only person that's died that's in my immediate family. But I don't speak to my family. I haven't really been a part of my family maybe in the last 14 years. I'd say about 2 years after she had passed away is when I kindly broke off from my family. But in 2018, in August, I separated from my fiance after being together with her for 3 years. So I understand what that's like, you know what I mean? But I don't know if it was the same way for you as it was for me, but it was a good thing in hindsight that we did end up not going through with it, because a week after she left my house, she came by to pick up her stuff, and she had went back to the guy that she was with before me, and the guy had literally proposed and went down to the courthouse, and they were married within a week of her leaving me.
Mm. Yeah,
So
that there's no other word. Like, that is a shitty situation to be in. That is just uh such a shitty thing. Like, I mean, I was with her for 3 years, or going almost to be 3 years, and yeah, it fell apart, and she just, I was so in love with this person, and that sucked. And then all that stuff happened, like the deaths in the family, and we actually a couple months, like 6 months ago, got back together, re-proposed, and now we're splitting again. I think this time for the final. This is probably it. It's
holy
just,
crap, really?
yeah. So I think it's just not meant to be that portion of my life, or her and us to be together. So, but love is a weird thing, and it's a tricky thing. So that's what that is. Life is super roller coastery. So I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but that's honestly what happened. And I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, where are you? Where are you? This and this." And I
I
just
couldn't believe I saw I could not believe I saw the notification on my phone. I was like, I had to do a double take. I was like, because I thought maybe somebody had started a channel and maybe used that image and like a name closer, but I was like, no fucking way, dude, it is him.
yeah. I
I,
mean,
I couldn't believe.
no, go ahead.
I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, because I literally had a notification sitting in my notification bin. I pulled it down and I got rid of the videos, and you were the last one. And I was like, no way, dude. I thought this fool was gone for good. And so it was good to see you. And when you said on the title, "I am back," I was thinking, well, maybe whatever he's dealing with, maybe he's ready to move on with a different part of his life, which made me happy.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you stuck around, and I'm glad that I met a lot of good people doing this, and I met a lot of people who seriously care about me or care about my well-being, even though they've never met me. That was a really like heartwarming thing, that humans are still humans. But I a couple months ago, I started going out into the woods, and I started going hiking again, with one of my good buddies, and I started posting some of those videos, and just try to get myself into the feel of it again, and coming back. And then today I woke up, and I was like, I feel like getting back to this. I feel like doing it again. So I'm back now. It's just one of those things that script flipped, and I was like, hey, I'm back.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad for it, man, because yeah, you brought a lot to the table. I'll be honest with you. I really thought that the way I look at it is this: if you would have continued doing what you were doing a couple of years ago, and you would have pursued it all the way till now, I truly believe that something would have happened within the community. I think a lot more things would have happened, because I saw just and see, that's why it sucks, because I saw that you were passionate, but that's why I think what you said, once everything happened in your life, it took you down to such a low level that passion was no longer there. And I feel really bad, because, like I told you, the same thing. 3 years with my girl, us breaking up, having to move on. I've had to deal with shit just like you, and it just sucks. I understand what you mean by being so low that you don't want to deal with nobody or with nothing, and you're just in your own world. And what's crazy though is that even though I pulled myself up and I'm doing fine now, I still don't have the desire to like make new friends or meet new people unless it like happens to just be that way. If I'm supposed to meet somebody, whether it's work or friendship or whatever, I believe that it will happen because it's supposed to happen. And I used to try to force things by trying to be social and meet people, And I found that's not the best way to like find people that are good to be in your life. I believe that if it's supposed to be that way, then it will just happen because it's supposed to happen. And so that's what I've just been doing, is just staying on my path, doing what I'm supposed to do. And if there are people that are joining my life because they're on the same path and the same ideas and the same things that they're interested in, like me, I believe they'll come into my life because they're supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's something that I had to learn, or kind of force myself to get into that mindset, because forcing things and forcing people to be there is not nothing forced is ever good. So, but you gotta kind of push yourself, I guess is the right word, to get back on that. Push yourself to do those things. Like, man, I understand exactly where you're coming from, and it sounds like we almost went through something totally similar. But I appreciate that you said I was on a good path when I started this. But because when I started this, I was on a war path. I started this, and I said, and I was watching, all of these channels, and I was into it, and I thought some of them were kind of, mediocre or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be the best one to do this. I'm going to 100% put this in. And so when I started, I was just knocking it out, trying to be the best, trying to have the best quality, trying to have the best people come on, trying to have the best information. And I was going hard and strong, and I feel like, and I'm glad that you said what you said, because it kind of reassures it for me. I was making a big push everywhere. I felt like a lot of people were noticing me, and I was gaining a lot of traction.
You were.
And when I stopped, all of that went downhill. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, when I was doing this and I had that momentum and I had all of that stuff going for me and I was super into this, I put a lot into this. I mean, some of my videos and stuff, 20, 30,000 views a video, right? And then I tried to go back, last year and try to get into it and try to do it again. And I mean, I couldn't even get 10 people to listen to what I had to say. Or I couldn't even get 100 views on a video. And then I looked at that and I'm like, man, I have all this good information and all this stuff I want to share. And I have some great guests on sometimes, but 50 people are seeing it. And I used to have 20, 30,000 people seeing it at a time, 12,000 people, 10,000 people. And now it's all gone. All of it, all that work is gone.
And the reason is because when you start, the one thing I found out about this, because I a couple of months ago I started doing it. Really sucks, man. I finally decided to start up my YouTube channel, and I did. I still have it, and I still have some of my videos up. But I hit a financial crisis about 6 months ago, and all the equipment that I have is literally sitting in the pawn shop, because it was either pay my rent and like bounce back from this, or continue doing what I'm doing, hoping something would work out. And I couldn't take that chance. And now, and I'm glad I did what I did, because last month on March 3rd, my uncle ended up going to the ICU unit at the hospital in my city because he had a perforated ulcer and he was bleeding internally and had severe infection, and they did an emergency surgery. And he's been in the hospital this whole time. They transferred him to a rehabilitation clinic, what's today? Friday? Sunday or Monday of this week. And so he's out of the hospital, and they're trying to get him strengthened up so he can get back home and like be normal. And so that's the position that he's in. So I'm glad I did what I did, because if I wouldn't have did what I did, I don't know what would have happened. Because when he left, everything fell on me to like keep everything up and going until he gets back, so he has a place to come back to. So he wasn't homeless from going in, because he was unconscious for like 2 weeks because they didn't want him waking up, because he was so messed up internally that there was no way that he was going to heal up if they didn't, like, when they induce comas.
Yep.
And so that's what they did. So when he gets better and when the future, gets better for me, I'm definitely going to do it. But I noticed the reason why you had such a problem
is why I had such a problem, and I decided just to cut it off, because if the consistency isn't there and the passion for it isn't there, then the people that you're trying to reach are going to feel that, and they're not going to like want to watch somebody that's not passionate or consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm sorry that you went through that, and I'm glad that that situation is working out better for you and better for him, and you kind of stepped up and made sure that his home, your guys' home, is still going to be able to be there. And I know it's tough right now, even right now through all this COVID-19 business, but
How are you
yeah,
doing through that?
I'm doing good. I make videos. I'm a video producer, so that's what I do for a living. I make videos, edit videos, shoot commercials, do all that. So I'm able to do all of that from home still.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not as affected as a lot of people I know. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for that.
Are you part of the, what do they call that? Like essential businesses is like movie production and like that type of business. Is that an essential business since you guys are like reaching people?
I work for a essential business who hired me full time to be their video producer, and they're in the healthcare industry. So that's my main job is from them, is
Oh, okay.
producing videos for them. So since they're classified
As
as an essential
essential.
business, I fall into that kind of classification.
Oh, that's hella cool because people that do podcasts like exactly what you're doing tonight. Like you actually started up a live like podcast, so that's essentially what you were doing tonight.
Hmm.
Did you know that falls under essential businesses?
I did not know that. Is it considered news or something like that?
It's considered media because as long as you're bringing information that is being pulled from a general source and you are giving it to people that are able to access it, you're considered media. That's why all these podcast people, it's basically been their decision whether they're going to continue to keep on doing it from their studios and have people next to them or in their studios, or if they're going to do it like online. But they're still allowed to travel and access and shoot and edit even at their property or their business because they're considered media.
That's cool. I didn't know that classification went that far or even went that deep. Um,
Me either. I just found out 4 or 5 days ago because do you ever watch that podcast, The Fighter and the Kid? Have you ever heard of that?
no, I haven't. No, I watch a lot of like uh, some Bigfoot people, some Dogman people, and then other than that, I go hardcore. Like I'm hardcore, like Joe Rogan, stuff like
No,
that.
no. That's part of the community. I'm a big comedian person, and The Fighter and the Kid is with a guy named Brendan Schaub, which is, I'm sure you've seen Brendan Schaub on Joe Rogan's, like where they talk about MMA and they do those MMA
Oh,
channels
they do
and
those
stuff like that.
MMA shows, yeah.
Yeah, he's the big dude with the, like he looks like a Guido with his hair slicked back with the big ass dude,
Okay,
his friend.
I gotta pull
Yeah,
that. I'll
so
pull that up. Yeah.
yeah, so Brendan Schaub is his friend that always does his shows with him, and Brendan Schaub does a show with a dude named Brian Callen who's a comedian, and that's The Fighter and the Kid show that I watch. I watch Joe Rogan, The Fighter and the Kid, Whitney Cummings, Nikki Glazer, Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura. Basically all the comedians that Joe Rogan hangs out with on a daily basis. That's basically all I watch other than Bigfoot channels.
Yeah, I love watching them, especially now, and plus Joe Rogan is super conspiracy guy, and I'm super conspiracy guy, so sometimes that shit just falls all into line, and I get a kick out of it. Like I'm trying to get now that I'm back on this and I'm back going hard again, and I feel like I'm super pumped and ready to do this again. I'm trying to get this girl to come on. And she has she thinks all of the stuff that's going on through COVID-19 is to eliminate the lizard people or something like that. I don't know exactly what her mindset is on that. But I want to get her on. Hopefully I get her on in the next couple days and seriously
that would be amazing.
break down. Yeah, I want to know what she thinks about it, because some people are saying this is a real thing. Some people are saying 5G towers are causing this, and then she's over here going hard like Trump is doing this to put everybody in their homes, lock everybody down so we can get rid of the lizard people that are running all of this stuff. And I was like, wait, what are you saying? That is so interesting. I'm super interested in hearing what she has to say, and what that conspiracy is, because I love them. I'll dig into those all day. So I was very shocked when I saw that from her.
Hey, if you like conspiracies, because man, that's hella cool. But I'm so glad that I actually finally got to talk to you, because my uncle's been gone, like I told you, and I've literally been here with me and my cat, and I haven't really spoken to anybody like since he's been gone. And so it's good to find somebody, because, dude, I love conspiracies. I love comedians, and Joe Rogan and Bigfoot is a huge part of my life, because I know that shit's out there, and if I had the money and shit, I would love to go see what I could find for myself, because I wouldn't be out there doubting myself. I would be out there trying to find what I know exists.
Right.
And also, I want you to check out a channel if you're into conspiracies, because this guy, in my opinion, because I watch so many conspiracy channels, and a lot of them are like bullshit, and a lot of them are just not entertaining. But this guy, he's a freaking comedian too. But you know how Joe Rogan has his lane and has his channel? Well, have you ever heard of a guy called Sam Tripoli?
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know.
If you can, do you have access to YouTube right now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go look up this channel called Tin Foil Hat.
You said it's called Tinfoil Hat?
Yeah, Tin Foil Hat. And you'll see a black and white image of a guy's face with like some like abstract, like just crazy things flying.
Yeah, I love his tagline. It says, "We go deep, homeboy." I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Dude, for the last 6 months to 8 months, this motherfucker's been pumping out content like you would not believe. And he has another website called BrokenStimulation.com, and he's on there. Just use the search thing and search his name. And he's putting his podcast on both channels. And he's basically got a pretty good traction following now, just in case anything happens with YouTube. And he reaches a lot of people. He has a lot of people from different areas. And he doesn't concentrate on just like one avenue of conspiracy theories. Anything that's controversial, anything that's conspiracy theory, anything that has to do with aliens or the Anunnaki or where we come from or Egypt, anything that is not popular mainstream belief, he has people that either study this stuff or have great knowledge, and he puts out episodes. So it's very entertaining, it's funny, and it's very relatable, because he doesn't have people that come on there and argue and basically try to prove their point and then have another person prove their point. He has people come on, they speak about what they know, and they discuss the things that the guests come on there to speak about, to see if the person actually believes in that, or if it sounds like it's something that they agree with. But there's no fighting or bickering or trying to like prove somebody wrong. It's just, here's the information, you go do the research afterwards and see if you can learn anything or if it opens your mind.
Yeah, see, I think I would like something like that, and I love letting people tell me their story or tell me their conspiracy or what they think or what they believe. But I love catching people in lies. Like when I first started this, I caught a couple people trying to come on here and just tell absolute bullshit, and I love catching them and calling people out on that, because I'm like, hey, there's a lot of people who take this shit seriously and who have seen real stuff and who have been traumatized by some of this stuff. So for you to come on here and just bullshit and try to come on and try to be like this cool guy or try to fit in or whatever or make fun of it, I'm not for that. This isn't something to be made fun of, because a lot of this shit is real. I believe ghosts are real. I believe creatures that we haven't seen are real. I believe some of these conspiracies are probably real. It's
Hell
just,
yeah.
it's just, I love calling people out on their bullshit, but I do agree with you, and I agree with people being able to come on podcasts and just telling what they want or telling what they need. Speaking of that, or telling what they believe, but speaking of that, I've been thinking, I don't know if I need to change the name of this podcast to just something else, because Bigfoot, the Truth Told, I feel like it only attaches me to Bigfoot, when I feel like right now I don't only just want to talk about Bigfoot. I want to talk about Bigfoot. I want to talk about Dogman, the Chupacabra. I want to talk about aliens. I want to talk about weird conspiracies, lizard people. And I don't know if the name Bigfoot, the Truth Told limits me, but I'm in love with the name Bigfoot, the Truth Told. I'm in love with my logo. That's a custom logo. You'll never see another Bigfoot face that's the same again, because that Bigfoot face is contrived of renderings of like 4 or 5 different pictures and made into its own unique Bigfoot face. Nobody else has that Bigfoot face, and if they do, they're stealing it from me. So I'm in.
Why don't you add to it instead of taking away from it? Because I was going to tell you, I was going to suggest to you about 10 minutes ago about your name. we trailed off on something else, because like the things that you've talked about so far, and like how your life has changed so drastically, maybe you're in a different spot where what you did before isn't necessarily exactly what you want to do now. And I'm telling you, if you go through the dictionary, there's so many, or the internet, there's so many words now out there that one word can describe a multiple of things, and one word could literally make a whole new sentence. So maybe there's a word that you could use to add to your title that would describe you and what also you're trying to do, instead of like just Bigfoot. Like if it was Bigfoot and blah blah, the truth told. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because I did a lot of like SEO work and Google Analytics work with Bigfoot, the Truth Told. Bigfoot, the Truth Told. That's how I got new people to find me, and was able to have YouTube push me out, Facebook push me out. But I don't know if it's just Bigfoot, the Truth Told. I mean, if I keep Bigfoot, the Truth Told, I feel like I can still talk about whatever the F I want. And if people like that, they're going to come here and figure it out anyways. My current subscribers, I believe a lot of them are in the head that I am in. But if I title some things like lizard people, COVID-19, that'll bring some people over, even though they'll see the name Bigfoot, the Truth Told. They'll probably understand that we talk about everything. So I think I'm super in love with Bigfoot, the Truth Told. And I think, I think people will go, hey man, Bigfoot, the Truth Told. I'm the Truth Told. You know what I mean? I think it really, I started off Bigfoot, the Truth Told, but in essence, my show is The Truth Told. I will talk about anything, real encounters with chupacabras, real encounters with Mothman, real encounters with people seeing, frogman or whatever types of things that are out there, real encounters with lizard people, real encounters with stories. I think The Truth Told encompasses, I really didn't think The Truth Told encompasses everything. But I am Bigfoot first. I fell in love with Bigfoot first. I started all of this because of Bigfoot. So I think I can keep the name. I don't know if that'll turn people off though, but I don't think so.
Well, then keep it then, or just for yourself, like when you do shows or episodes or whatever, you could just like subliminally be like, not just Bigfoot, the Truth Told.
Yeah, it's throw in sly little things in there to do that. But tinfoil hat.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, if that's what you're into, I guarantee you that will be a new show of yours. And since you've never freaking watched it, man, I'm so jealous because I've been watching this guy for a long time, and so I've seen all the episodes. I have a really good backstory, and like I know a lot about the guy, not just about his show, but also his comedy. He has some specials out and stuff like that. But you have over 200 and as of right now 299 or 301 episodes that you can just binge on, and the later ones, I'd say 130 and on, are really really good because he got dialed in. His production was good. He settled into himself, and he learned how to put on a podcast. He learned how to interact with his guests and be a good host. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just learning the ropes and stuff. But they're all good though. I'm not sure. Has anybody else tried to call in or no?
I don't know if anybody else has tried to call in. I don't know if this particular thing works like that. I don't know if anybody else wants that. I don't know if I can have two people on at one time like this. I've never tried it.
I think since you're using Google Voice, right?
Yeah, so I use Google Voice, and I just open Google Voice through the computer, and the audio goes through the desktop, and it goes through my OBS system, which then projects to YouTube. So in essence, I believe I can do a double call and merge them.
Well,
I'm just not sure.
You could do a double call. Well, you could, like, depending on how you have it set up. Like, there's ways to do it. I think you can have it.
We could test it. I could call with my cell phone. Let's see if that works.
Yeah, because I think you can do as many as 4. I think it's a 4-channel thing. Because I know on Google Voice.
Corey. So let's see if it calls in, and let's see if I can have both. You are already in another call. Please end the other call if you wish to start this one.
Oh, well, who found the answer?
There we go. Found the answer. But what I did purchase. I was given something last Christmas by my family, because they know I do this and they know I'm into it. And I got a box that I'm able to plug into the computer and take phone calls through my actual cell phone. And what is different?
It called MagicJet?
No, it's something different. But it's like an audio box. It allows me to do some things, but it allows me to plug my phone into this device and plug it in. It's like a mixer, an audio mixer, and it allows me to plug it in USB to the computer. But if I take calls from my cell phone, I can do multiple calls at one time through the cell phone. So it makes it easier. Yeah. So I just have to set that up. I'm still missing a piece that I have to order. I'll probably order from Amazon and get it shipped in. So now that I'm going back hard at this and I want to have multiple people on, and that's when I can have 4 people call in, get on the phone, and then we can do it in. But I also use Google Hangouts, and I have people live and on webcam. I used to do that a lot. Actually, I use Google Hangouts quite a bit to have other people on and to see their faces and do their interviews. So that was another main way that I like to do things. So, and I think
What before I forget, do you still have your Hangout information? Because I'll add you to my thing, because I was going to ask you, like I told you, once my uncle gets it back, and to be honest with you, man, I think it's going to be a little under 2 months, about a month and a half before I get my stuff back and I continue doing what I was already doing. But
what's your YouTube channel?
To get your information and pass my information to you so that we can network, depending on, because exactly the lane that you're trying to be in is exactly the lane that I was starting, and we have a lot of interest, and I think we could help each other out when it comes to this.
Yeah, yeah, we can totally do that. I don't mind at all. What's your YouTube channel right now so I can look at it?
It's a Icy Ping 1. It's ICEE, like an icy, PANG, and the number 1. Icy Ping 1.
32 subscribers, 10 videos.
Yeah.
I see.
I actually have a video on there. When I had my drone before I had the pawn it, have you ever heard of people talking about seeing a black like a black circle in the middle of the sun? Kind of like when you're at the hospital and you're in the hospital bed, that light above you that moves, like where you can move the light wherever the doctor needs it, and it has that solid little circle in the middle of the light, so it blocks out the center of the light. Have you ever seen that at the hospital?
Yeah, I've seen those. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what this reminds me of, because the drone that I have, I shouldn't even be able to see the sun. Like the sensor that's in the drone, that sun should literally wash out anything. My drone essentially should be blind, but I can literally see the sun, and I hover up there, and there's this black circle that's in the center of the sun, and I've caught it like 3 or 4 times, so I know it's not like a lens flare or any other anomaly. It's
right.
Literally in the sun, and that's what makes me think that our sun is a projection, like how they talk about, where they project it onto the back of an image, and that's what we're seeing in the sky. Because exactly that light in the hospital, when they shine it, that's how they're able to make sure the light can be seen and used, is because the center of it is blocked out, and it's like not messing with your vision.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing I thought of when I caught that.
Yeah, that type of stuff is like, you start thinking deeper into those types of things, and then you're like, oh, super. You start to kind of get freaked out at some of that shit. I'm like, oh, scary. But no, yeah, I understand. I got what you're saying.
Hey, before I forget, that guy Mark that you were talking about, the guy that had the Bigfoot channel, the guy that did the analysis of the hair that you were talking about?
Yeah, Mark Zasky, yep.
Yeah, while you've been gone, I'm not sure if you know this, but a few months ago, that this is what I think happened. No one knows because no one's heard from this dude in months. But what I think happened is I truly believe that he found concrete proof, and he has 100% undeniable either video or drone or whatever he was capturing with. I think he has undeniable 1,000% proof that can be shown and is irrefutable. I'm talking about like a close-up encounter, like maybe feet away type of thing. Because before he left, he started figuring out more and more about their habits, their skin. He found out about their hair, which gave him better opportunities to catch them with the camera because he understood what was finally going on. Mm-hmm. And this fool started capturing shit that no one was capturing. And I'm talking about clear images. I'm talking about movement. I'm talking about FLIR images at night of these freaking creatures, these Bigfoot, literally feet from them, because they had no idea that they were there. But once they figured out what was really going on, and then they started using the FLIR on the drone, they started to understand that these things were within feet of them at all times, but they were so silent that before they had the FLIR, they just never thought that they were there. They thought they kept pushing back as they were coming in. But the thing is that they would hold silent while they were walking through, and he actually caught that on camera, and that's one of the last things that he showed on his YouTube channel. So what he did is he slowly started to try to get people over. He started making announcements, and you can find all of his images and like podcasts and videos over on Amazon. That's where he put it. So all of his stuff and his channel that he had on YouTube, he crossed it over, got rid of it on YouTube, and put everything on Amazon. And once he did that, no one's heard from him. Not a lick, not a peep. And I truly believe it's because he finally got down to what he needed to get, and now it's not a matter of showing people like blurry images or things that you can kind of see. I think he finally got what he had been looking for.
Yeah, one of the very first times that I ever talked to that man, he scared the shit out of me and made me believe. I knew instantly right there he wasn't bullshitting me, because one of the first things he said to me, he was He said, "You think you want to do this? You think you can, you can do this?" I was like, "Yeah, I can do this." At that time, I've never went out. I never experienced anything. And he said, "Come to me, come with me, stay overnight in my hot area. And if you don't shit yourself and if you don't leave, I will show you things you can't even imagine." And that statement, I said, this guy's for real. This guy's seen something that he's thinking, he was willing to bet me money that I couldn't stay the whole night, like without shitting myself and leaving.
Dude, he's super for real, bro, because it was so crazy. I'm so pissed that he scrubbed his channel and that he put all of his stuff on Amazon and we haven't heard from him, because I'm telling you, bro, the last 10 days before he went ghost, every single video that he put out showed more and more clearer images and more like cool images from different equipment, because he literally had like $50,000 worth of equipment now, because there was this guy that he got in contact with, and this guy had his hotspot, but he never really like saw things. Like, he would hear things, found evidence, but he never really saw stuff. Remember how he said that if you come out there and don't crap your pants and you leave, then you blah blah whatever? This guy that was a researcher too, the first night that he was out there, he's the one that owned all the FLIR gear, all that really expensive stuff. And once they had that up in the air, it was a game changer, bro, because those things can no longer hide from them, and they show very, very clear images. And that's what I was telling you. It was so funny, bro. The episode that they put out, I was laughing even though it wasn't a laughing matter. But Mark and this dude, the wife, his wife is on the entrance. She doesn't come in with him because he won't let her no more, because of like how serious things have started getting. So she was back there. She didn't come into the actual area. And him and the dude that owned the equipment, they're walking through with the drones up above. And they're looking around, they're scoping things, and Mark yells at this dude with like a loud, aggressive, just like one word or a couple of words, basically to stop fucking moving. Do not fucking take another step, because on the FLIR, on the video, you could see this big ass, massive freaking Bigfoot, literally 10 feet at his 10 o'clock. Crunched down behind those freaking palm meadows, and you could see it clear as day on this drone. And that's when they found out that these things weren't afraid of moving back, that they were being silent as they were coming in. And Mark literally said, "Do not take another step. We have to get the fuck out of here now." And they start backing up, and as they back up, the drone is moving back with them, and you can see these creatures flanking these motherfuckers as they're trying to leave. And literally, as they got out and he backed up and they put all the stuff away and they were heading home, you could literally see the fear and panic on that fool Mark's face. And the dude that had the equipment, dude, he looked like a ghost. He looked so clammy and so... he didn't say a word for that whole rest of that video until the next video when it was daytime, and he had discussed what he had felt, because he said that when Mark told him to stop, when he was standing still, he could feel the breath in and out, like the strength of the breathing of what was 10 feet away from him. And so he could hear and feel what was going on once he stopped, and that's when he knew why Mark told him to stop. And then once they saw the footage, he probably did shit himself. So that's the type of stuff that he was getting 7 days before he closed down his channel. And that's why I think he closed down his channel, because he knew that was the end of the rope. There was no more to show, and he wasn't going to go back to showing like blurry images or images that you can kind of see but weren't sure, because why would you do that? Once you have the evidence and once you finally see what you have been searching for, why are you going to dumb yourself down just to have a YouTube channel? And that dude's not like that. And so that's why I believe that he stopped. He's like, what am I supposed to do? I can't put this shit out here. I can't show people what's really going on back here. I'll either get killed and have all my stuff stolen from me, because that's what he was talking about. he was talking about the stuff that he started capturing. He just didn't know what to do with it, and he said that's why I think I'm going to put it on Amazon, because if I have it on Amazon, then it's not just in one network in one guy's house on a YouTube channel. It's at an actual business, a corporation, where millions of people have access to it, and it becomes more public than it is now.
Yeah, I'm looking on his Patreon right now, and his most recent post was April 6th. Now I can't see it or see anything. I would pay to unlock it, but I don't want to show everything because that defeats the purpose. I'm not going to show it to everybody on YouTube. That defeats the purpose. He works hard, so you guys should pay the $2.
Exactly.
The $2 a month. It is not a real big deal. But I just texted him actually and said, "Yo, are you around?" If he texts me back,
Yeah,
get him on the show.
I'm sure he would love to speak with somebody that's serious and that's not playing games, because I know that the community that he did have when he was on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that hasn't been the same ever since he took everything down. Because if you literally go look for his videos and stuff, you cannot find them.
Yeah, he took them all down. He took them away. They're gone. They're 100% gone.
You can't find his channel. You can't find his videos. You can't find anything of him. He told everybody too. He's like, I'm not playing around. This isn't a joke. I'm not trying to do this to get subscribers. It's not safe anymore to have this channel. There's no point in me messing around. And he said trying to pussyfoot with these videos now. He's like, everything's going to be on Amazon. I'll have the Patreon. People can contact me, and we'll see where things go. But this YouTube channel, there's no more point for it because I cannot put what I have on here. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him because, dude, as soon as he started showing 100% clear images of these moving creatures that you cannot, like, oh, it's CGI, this, and that. Like, when you can tell that it's not that and you're looking at a real image of this, dude, YouTube would have yanked him down so freaking quick and would have banned him from all their platforms because whoever is in charge would have told him, hey, yo, get that fool off of there. We are not letting this information get out of here.
I'm looking at, he has two options on Patreon. You can join for $2 a month. It's called The Woke. And for $10 a month, you get to learn exactly how Mark does things. And you get to sit in on private lectures and stuff like that. And he'll talk to you and do those things. But on the $2 one, it says Game Cam 1, 10/19/2015. And there's this face on here. It's a magnificent face, to say the least. What is that face?
A face of a Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's a face right in the game cam. That is an amazing shot. If that is a true.
There is, man. Before he started getting the 100% clear images, there were a couple of his videos from 2000. Yeah, I would say from 2015 until around 2018, 19, because he'll admit it took him years before he could actually start capturing stuff that was actually seeable, because he said that in the beginning he was literally like he didn't know anything, just like everybody else that's watching his channel. He had to learn what these things were doing so that he could basically use their lower intelligence on like their mistakes to use against them, and it took him years to gather that much information to be able to start capturing images. But as his channel started going, before he closed it down, like way before that, maybe a year and a half, there were a couple of videos where he did things that, if you know like about Bigfoot and you're not some skeptic, you can really tell, you can see it clear as day that he's because one of my favorite videos that he has is him and his friend in the pond. They're like out in the open, like before they go into the reserve. They're like the front entrance where like everybody parks or gathers or like barbecues or whatever, and they're out there standing there, and combat
You're breaking up super bad.
Oh, I am. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me see. I'm still breaking up.
No, it's super bad. I don't know why it's coming through like that now all of a sudden.
Okay, well, let's continue this another time. If you want to write down my phone number,
Just shoot the number you called in now a text message, and I'll be able to respond back to it. It's the phone number that I use to talk to everybody, that's intertwined into this network. So this number you can call anytime. People can leave voice messages on it, voicemails. People can text it. I'll get back to everybody. I get a lot of texts and calls and stuff still. So I do get back to people, and this is the number that I use to get back to everybody. This is the main contact number.
Okay, perfect, man. Hey, listen, it was great speaking to you, and I'm pretty sure we'll end up speaking again. So you be safe and you have a good night, okay?
Yeah, man, you too. And let me know when the YouTube stuff starts back up, and then we'll hop back on it.
Most definitely, man. Thank you. And I hope to talk to you soon.
All right, man. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, he was. He's super cool. It sounds like he was somebody who's been here, with me since the beginning, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, Mark with Crypto Reality. When he's talking about that hair, and then he brought that hair and that samples and stuff like that. Man, I really believed in that and thought that was true. I didn't know he moved to Patreon, so that's a cool thing. I haven't talked to people in months. Gotta put my big boy pants on and go to bed pretty soon. I'm working crazy, massive, crazy hours. But hey, if anybody else wants to call in, 407-906-9128. We can call, we can talk, we can have a chat, do something like that. Or if not, we'll probably close it out here come to a close here pretty soon. But 407-906-9128. Call in, say hi, say what's up. But yeah, I'm coming back strong, coming back hard. I'm really invigorated in it now, and my passion has came back. So that's super cool. Super, super cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future and what has to come. When am I going to be live again? I'm going to be live tomorrow night. I'm going to try to go live as much as I can. To build back up, to get everybody back in. I'm going to start doing shows and stuff, start lining up real shows and stuff like that. So we'll probably do that. So 407-906-9128. If you want to call in, say hi, you can. 407-906-9128. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't know, around the same time I hopped on today. I think I hopped on around 10 p.m. So yeah, we're going to come back and do this. I'm going to check out some of Mark's stuff. I'm going to try to give him a phone call, see what he's up to, see if I can get him back on the show. We're pretty cordial. We're good. Me and him, as far as we don't have no problems. We're super friendly. So it'd be good to check on him and check on everybody else. But, sorry, guys, I was trying to read the comments and I got, sidetracked. But yeah, so, all right, guys, that's everything that I have. I don't know if you guys want to do me a favor and head over to Facebook, Bigfoot the Truth Told. Just type in Bigfoot the Truth Told. Hit that follow button. Maybe a little like. Send me stuff that you guys see. We'll post it. We'll try to get comments and stuff talking about it. But yeah, we can get back on this and do it up. So thank you guys, everybody, for listening and commenting and coming back. Isaac, Nicoletta, Sam Scotch Rivera, you guys, two of you have been here since day one. So I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Getting kind of tired. Got to get used to streaming and being live and doing all that stuff again. So cool. All right, guys. Until next time, Bigfoot the Truth Told. Let's go out to some good Foxy music. Okay, let's see. Let's turn this. Boom. Yeah, let's do this the right way. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That's the way to go. Let's turn this up a little bit. All right, guys. Good night. See you all tomorrow around 10 p.m. Call it that. Share this video. Share it out with everybody. Tell everybody I'm back. Do what you gotta do.